Hello and welcome to the channel. Back on the 71 Catalina convertible trunk patch. If you remember, I had to cut away portions of the trunk floor to remove the encapsulated nuts that had the body bolts broken off in them. Well, it's time now to prep this cutout area for replacement metal. The repair area consists of the bottom wheel well arch, the trunk drop-off, and the trunk floor. After this is done, I can fit in the replacement floor brace. I'll address additional wheel well patches when replacing the quarter skins. I started by bending a strip of 16 gauge and welding it to a part of the wheel well that still had some decent metal. Next, I fabricated a part of the trunk drop-off. The existing drop-off was trimmed down and prepped for welding. I have a little relief in there because I left a little bit of the drop-off skin here, and the holes obviously are spot welded to the existing drop-off floor that's in there. But as you can see, this fits right in here, and there's no gap between. That layer's got to be butted up because the trunk floor actually will weld to that, as well as welding to this lip, and then the brace goes on after that. And yes, the trunk drop-off is already in. This piece obviously gets welded to that, and just clamp that together. The brace then connects up to here. I have to put another radius here that connects to the trunk floor, and after that's all tied in, this will all be cut away, all this rotten stuff, however far it overlaps. Before the trunk floor goes in, I have to actually close up that little gap from the wheel well down to that radius. I have to put another radius behind that one, I should say in front of it, and that's what the trunk floor actually sits on, because it's part of the trunk floor drop-off. Here's the trunk floor piece, and what I'm going to do with this is there's going to be a, give me a second. There's going to be a cut and butt here. I'm just going to put a couple tacks in there and then cut it and flush it. And this will be closed up already. I'll need to do a couple little filler pieces here, and then that's pretty bad, but there was a bunch of just seam sealer in there. Here's the trunk drop-off welded in place. I also included an overlap, which was spot welded and then tacked along the perimeter. After mocking up the trunk patch, I punched holes in the tabs where it was to be spot welded. After one more final adjustment, it was ready to be welded. Once clamped in place, I filled in the missing piece. Tack welds were put up top and then slowly cut away, and the patch was butt welded to the existing floor. But this is done. I've got a little more dressing to do on it, but right now I got to dress it from below and make sure that I have no gaps in the weld. It's kind of hard now because the car's up in the air. I repaired the wheel well as well, and I'll show you underneath the car. Okay, this is from underneath. This is again where that bracket goes that I made for the trunk floor support. I can't really get to grind those welds down because I got the wood supporting the whole body up here in the trunk area. I'm going to be pulling the frame out shortly, and then I will. This board will be removed. I'll be able to get in there and really dress that up good before I put the bracket on, and I'll show you what the bracket's going to look like. Okay, this is the brace that I made. I did have some criticism. If I'm not going to learn how to weld, at least learn how to grind. But I am doing my best. I'm still new to this, but I am getting the hang of it, and I think it only gets better from here. Anyway, this piece, I don't have much light down here, but this piece is going to be welded in here like so. You can see it's a nice fit in the corners, or maybe you can't see. This is a nice fit. I just have to verify the hole in the floor brace there to here. And obviously it's the same on the other side, so I will take care of that. But the main part now is to get this up in the air. I am going to make a little cardboard. I have the original cardboard template, the outline of this piece, and I'm going to use that between these two panels, and then I'll drill a couple holes with some small screws in there to hold it in place, and then I'll mark off. I'll be able to use that template up top on the trunk to drill my holes to do the spot welds to this brace. I don't want to go the other direction. I don't think that's the way to do it. But that's where I'm at. Please give us a like. and subscribe to the channel for notifications on this project's progress and other how-to videos. Thanks!